Well, we have a lively crowd this evening. This is going to be a great night. Well, we have a quorum, so I will call the meeting to order. Now I will ask if you would please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for being here tonight. We have several colleagues who are traveling due to family and other urgent matters that came up, but we're very happy to be here tonight to honor your students. So may I please have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
There you go. Motion.
All right.
Motion passes. I told y'all, this is going to be a fun crowd. All right. Ms. Crystal Reardon, Director of Counseling and Student Services, she is going to help us present our Spotlight on Students.
Thank you. Greetings, Vice Chair Kushner, members of the school board, and Dr. Merrill. I am pleased this evening to present to you the shining examples of our Peer Spotlight on Student Award. I also want to take just a moment to introduce a colleague, Angela Mills. Angela Mills will be interpreting for a few of our families this evening. I'll take the opportunity to introduce each student to you. I'll read a few really great things about them that their school has provided. Dr. Merrill will hand them a plaque, and then I'll ask the parents and the school supporters to stand to be recognized. Please hold your applause until that moment when I ask the other supporters in the room to stand, and then we'll move forward with applause after each one of our students. When the family requires an interpreter, then I'll invite Ms. Mills to come up, and I'll let you know when I'm going to do that. And now we're going to jump right in because we have some really amazing young people in front of us this evening. We'll start with Rose Luck, Adams Elementary, class of 2025. Mr. Gillowicz and Ms. Fye would like to nominate Rose for the Spotlight on Student Award for 2017. Ms. Fye had Rose for her 3rd and 4th grade years, and Mr. Gillowicz is her 5th grade teacher. When Rose began 3rd grade, she struggled and didn't have a lot of confidence. She was also dealing with some issues outside of school, but with the support of her family and her teachers, none of these challenges kept her from persevering and striving to do her best. By the time she entered 5th grade, Rose had exceeded benchmarks and was performing well in all areas. She always works extremely hard in class and does everything with a smile on her face. She's always so positive, has a great attitude, and puts forth her best efforts in all subjects. She pays close attention to class discussions and is respectful and kind to her classmates. She has such a great spirit and is such a pleasure to have in class. Outside of school, Rose loves to draw. While not sure where she wants to go to college or what she will become, in her own words, there are so many possibilities. Rose is on the pathway to future success. She embodies the positive traits that we all want citizens to develop, and we're so proud to have her represent Adams. Will the family and school supporters of Rose please stand to congratulate her? Reagan Hourigan, 5th grade, Banks Road Elementary, class of 2025. Banks Road is honored to have Reagan as their Spotlight student this year. She exemplifies the characteristics associated with this honor. She is an extraordinary scholar who challenges herself in the classroom and in her AIG program. She's involved in safety patrol, garden club, and she takes art and cooking classes. She's a wonderful friend to all of those around her. She's an active participant in the Walk for Autism to support her brother. What sets her apart is that she's been able to maintain her success in school, to be a good support for her peers, and involve herself in the community, all while struggling with anxiety as a result of PANDAS. It has been our pleasure to see Reagan persevere and become the confident, successful young lady that she is today. We're so honored to recognize the growth that she has accomplished and the challenges that she's overcome. Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate Reagan? Prateet Saha, 3rd grade, Barwell Elementary, class of 2027. Prateet moved to the United States about 1 year ago, and he has quickly stood out as an exceptional student, leader, and citizen. When faced with a new educational system, school, and home, he did not run from the challenges presented to him. Instead, he consistently faced those challenges with determination, unwilling to give up until he has mastered each challenge. He's often been observed jumping and laughing with delight when he accomplishes a goal of his, and shouldn't he? Then he uses what he's learned to help others develop problem-solving strategies that they can use to be equally successful. It is clear that Pratik deserves the honor of Spotlight. Will his family and school supporters please stand to congratulate him? Magali James Sanchez, 5th grade, Carpenter Elementary, class of 2025. And at the end of Magali's introduction, I'll ask Ms. Mills to come forward. Magali is a 5th grade student at Carpenter Elementary. She is a wonderful young lady and a hardworking student with a beautiful smile and a great work ethic. She comes to school every day with a great attitude, ready to tackle the day, despite some challenges along the way. But she does not let that deter her. She always puts her best effort into everything she does. This has enabled Magali to show growth in all areas of her academics, and our school is so happy to be able to nominate her for this award. She is a shining star at Carpenter Elementary, and we are proud to call her a Carpenter chameleon. Ms. Mills?
Magali Jaime Sánchez, 5º grado, clase del 2025, Escuela Primaria Carpenter. Magali es una estudiante del 5º grado en la primaria Carpenter. Ella es una joven maravillosa y una estudiante trabajadora con una hermosa sonrisa y una gran ética de trabajo. Magali viene a la escuela todos los días con una gran actitud y lista para afrontar el día a pesar de algunos desafíos en el camino. Ella no permite que eso la desilusione y se esfuerza lo más que puede en todo lo que hace. Esto le ha permitido a Magali mostrar crecimiento en todas las áreas académicas y nuestra escuela está feliz de poder nominarla para este premio. Magali es una estrella brillante en la escuela primaria Carpenter y estamos orgullosos de llamarla el camaleón de Carpenter.
Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate Magali? Amaya Robinson, 3rd grade, Creech Road Elementary, class of 2027. Amaya is an exceptional student, always engaged in learning and growing in every facet of life. She is attentive and eager to learn new concepts, as well as look for opportunities to enrich her own academics. She is a wonderful friend and student who builds relationships throughout the school community. Her personality brings out the best qualities in others. She always brings her best effort to any endeavor. Last year, she wrote, published, and sold her first book. She also enjoys helping her family and playing soccer, and she looks quite lovely tonight. Will the family and school supporters of Amaya please stand to congratulate her? Hopefully she'll overcome her shyness. Connor Cottle, 5th grade, East Garner Elementary, class of 2025. Connor is an inquisitive student who loves learning. He comes in every day with a smile on his face and a let's go get it attitude. When he's faced with a challenge, he works through it with perseverance, confidence, and an open mind. He shows a love of learning that is unique to him. He wants to understand the world and will ask questions so that he can make connections, think critically, and be creative. Connor works hard each day so that he can be a productive leader in our ever-changing world. Will the family and school supporters of Connor please stand to congratulate him? Caden Gardner, 4th grade, Forest Pines Drive Elementary, class of 2026. Caden is a 4th grade student at Forest Pines Drive Elementary School. He's been a student with us since kindergarten with a 1-year hiatus. Caden has taken time to acknowledge difficult moments that he's had in the past and has learned strategies of how to self-regulate. He strives to help others and to be a role model, perhaps seeing that they need some guidance the same as he did. Earlier this year, he saw a fellow classmate who was disrupting others, and he shared with him techniques on how to properly calm down. Forest Pines is so proud to nominate Caden as our Spotlight student. Will the family and school supporters of Caden please stand to congratulate him? Braden Temple, 4th grade, Green Elementary, class of 2026. Braden's teachers describe him as a joy to have in class and someone who demonstrates a love for learning and a love for people. Braden is proud of having a lot of friends and the opportunity to be recognized. His favorite leadership Covey habit is habit 3, put first things first. And he says he pays attention in class so he can complete his schoolwork with ease and then he can play. Braden exemplifies self-confidence, his principles, and exhibits the characteristics of a true young gentleman with a radiant personality and a very bright future. Will the family and school supporters of Braden please stand and congratulate him? Caroline Orr, 5th grade, Herbert Akins Road Elementary, class of 2025. It was clear during Caroline's first week at Herbert Akins, after moving from New York, that she is a strong student with outstanding character. She was quickly offered a position on the school safety patrol where her helpfulness, positivity, and caring attitude have shined. While helping a kindergarten classroom during dismissal, Caroline took a very frustrated and restless student aside, helped explain the carpool process to him, and practiced his letters with him until his car arrived. Caroline's work ethic and love for learning continue to amaze her teachers. When she does not understand something, she advocates for herself and asks questions and then shares her knowledge with her classmates. She is sought after by students for group work because of her kind and focused collaborative skills. Herbert Akins staff proudly nominates Caroline for this Spotlight Award. Will the family and school supporters of Caroline please stand to congratulate her? Orlando Wycaster, 4th grade, Heritage Elementary, class of 2026. The school staff nominated Orlando for the Spotlight Award because of his perseverance. When school first started, Orlando shared that he was celebrating his adoption day and that his birth mother was still in his life. Orlando has been through a lot in his personal life and has had some struggles in school. However, he is growing and working hard every day. He puts forth his best effort and always tries his best. He exhibits Heritage Elementary School character traits and is always willing to help in any way he can. He wants to succeed, and he'll ask for help if he doesn't understand something, and he will also help other students once he does understand. He comes in with a smile each morning and leaves with a smile each day. He's an inspiration to other students who may have personal struggles, but he encourages them and himself to not let any of those obstacles stand in the way of success. Will the family and school supporters of Orlando please stand to congratulate him? Wyatt Harris, 5th grade, Holly Springs Elementary, class of 2025. The students and staff at Holly Springs Elementary are thrilled to recognize Wyatt as our Spotlight student for this year. Wyatt is a 5th grader who has faced some serious challenges in his personal life. Because of these challenges, he has persevered to become strong, resilient, and a responsible young man. His teachers speak very highly of his efforts, both academically and personally. Staff say that Wyatt is respectful and accepting of all individuals. Classmates would say that he is friendly and kind. He's self-aware and an excellent advocate for himself. He's the type of kid that you want to have on your team, in your class, and as a friend. This quote encapsulates our wish for Wyatt. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside of you that is greater than any obstacle. Christian Larson. Will the family and school supporters of Wyatt please stand to congratulate him? Sarah Arch, 5th grade, Joyner Elementary, class of 2025. Sarah truly makes a positive impression everywhere she goes. At school, on the playground, as a member of Safety Patrol, as a singer in Joyner's Gold Choir, and as a member of the WJYJ News Team. Being around Sarah for more than 5 minutes, you can't help but smile due to her extremely positive attitude, her willingness to work hard, and a genuine kindness and respect for others, and of course, her smile. I cannot recall a time that she hasn't been willing to go the extra mile for a classmate or school staff. She does so with an exceptional attitude that displays a sense of extraordinary character. When one of Sarah's teachers returned to school after an illness, Sarah coordinated a welcome back event for the teacher. This act is just a small example of how kind and giving she is. Her success both in and out of the classroom has been due to her drive and persistence to work hard and try her very best in everything she attempts. The success that Sarah has experienced in her life thus far has been due to her perseverance and her determination. This positive and compassionate attitude has helped her excel in school, home, and in her community. Will the family and school supporters of Sarah please stand to congratulate her? Noe Gomez, 5th grade, Knightdale Elementary, class of 2025. Noe is an avid learner who questions the world around him to further develop his cultural understanding. He's dedicated to his studies, demonstrates leadership skills, and cares about the students at Knightdale Elementary. He often helps with the little ones during dismissal. He's resilient. When faced with difficulties, he responds with a positive outlook. He always sees the good in others and uses his positive attitude to cope with any situation. He's used his resiliency this year as his family has had to deal with difficult changes. He's never lost his positive view of the world nor his love for learning. Noe is truly a wonderful young man and a good representative of Knightdale Elementary. Will the family and school supporters of Noe please stand to congratulate him? Kyra Augustus, 5th grade, Lincoln Heights Elementary, class of 2025. A natural leader, Kyra is studious, always trying to improve and learn, brave in her individuality, and where there is an issue, she is proactive. She's mature beyond her years. She has goals in mind, and she works hard to achieve them. She's self-confident, and she leads by example, actively participates in class, asks thoughtful questions, and jumps into the facilitator role during group projects. Kyra expresses herself well, even in situations of potential conflict. She phrases her responses in I messages, speaks respectfully and assertively, and seeks first to understand. A competitive athlete, running track and playing basketball, Kyra appreciates academic challenges as well. She's a strong role model for her peers in her department or goal setting and with her self-discipline in the classroom and outside of school. With goals of becoming a veterinarian and attending Duke University, Kyra also dreams of playing basketball at Duke. Yays or boos on that, folks? We say yay, Kyra. Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate her? Kieran Evans, 5th grade, Lockhart Elementary, class of 2025. Kieran is one of the most delightful human beings you will ever meet. He did not have a smooth start to school, experiencing difficulty curbing his exuberant personality to the structure and routines of school life. In 2nd grade, just when he was beginning to settle in and enjoy school, he was dealt the difficult blow of losing his mother suddenly. Since then, and despite such a traumatic, life-changing event, Kieran has not only persevered, but he has blossomed. He is quirky, athletic, resilient, intelligent, curious, and kind. And he tells me all of those things are true. Ever so deeply and genuinely kind. Lockhart Elementary couldn't have chosen a more fitting ambassador for our school. Will the family and school supporters of Kieran please stand to congratulate him? Samarth Saxana, 5th grade, Oak Grove Elementary, class of 2025. Samarth has overcome challenges his entire life. He was born with Alström syndrome and has no visibility and limited hearing. 2 years ago, he moved here from India. He had to learn to read a new Braille code, how to use a cane, and to quickly become more independent. He's not let any of these obstacles get in his way or dampen his spirit. He has a thirst for knowledge and loves reading all nonfiction subjects. He is alert and aware of everything around him, most of the time seeing and understanding something before those around him do. He is kind, witty, and has the best sense of humor. Smarth is why an award like Spotlight was created. He has persevered and beat odds his entire life, and he is going to move mountains. Will the family and school supporters of Smarth please stand to congratulate him? Maven Ashmont, 5th grade, Partnership Elementary, class of 2025. Partnership Magnet Elementary School is ecstatic to present Maven as our Spotlight Award winner. She has been a member of the Partnership family since entering kindergarten. She's a leader in the classroom, community, and in her family. She is a role model for academic success. She consistently pushes herself to strive for the best in all areas. She's highly motivated and wants to be successful. She will go home and work on extra assignments and projects just to further her own education. She consistently gives every ounce of her effort to her academic success, and it shows. She epitomizes being a good friend as well. She constantly reaches out to those in need, helping anyone and everyone who may require assistance. She takes great responsibility and has pride in helping her younger sister, Henley. It has been a pleasure to watch Maven develop and maintain excellent friendships throughout her years at Partnership. She is the kind of friend many people aspire to become. Although we will desperately miss her love and leadership at Partnership, we can't wait to see what amazing things Maven will accomplish in the future. Her potential is unlimited, and we are thrilled that she has chosen to be an ambassador for Partnership Magnet Elementary School. Will the family and school supporters of Maven please stand to congratulate her? Paxton Jordan, 5th grade, Root Elementary, class of 2025. The staff at Root is honored to recognize Paxton as our Spotlight student for this year. He truly embodies the characteristics of Wake County's and Root's vision of a 21st century learner: collaborative, creative, an effective communicator, and a critical thinker. He's inclusive through actively collaborating and encouraging his classmates in small groups as well as in whole class learning activities. He's well-spoken. He's a strong writer. He's able to elaborate and provide evidence for his opinions. Paxton is a leader in the classroom and on the field. His classmates respect him and will follow his lead. He has integrity and courage. He is enthusiastic and always up for a challenge. Organized and intrinsically driven, he goes above and beyond expectations without any teacher's prompting. He is also a leader on the field. He consistently exhibits great sportsmanship and determination. He is also a well-rounded young man. The Root staff is thrilled to have the opportunity to share some of Paxton's vibrant light with each of you during this moment. Will the family and school supporters of Paxton please stand to congratulate him? Lillian Young, 5th grade, Stow Elementary, class of 2025. Her voice sounded as loud as a clap of thunder when lightning strikes a tree. I slammed my book closed with a loud thunk. Lily? Do you not want me to read your memoir? Okay. So begins the memoir of Lillian Young. Is it any wonder why we are celebrating this young lady who's pretending to be shy? In addition to her gift of writing, she is kind-hearted. She's helping a student from Denmark who just arrived in America to adjust to the demands of 5th grade. Thank goodness she has Google Translate. She's an avid reader. You'll always find her with a 400 to 700 page book by her side whenever she gets a chance to steal a few minutes of quiet reading time. She's an independent soul who works hard without needing a lot of guidance. At home, she can be counted on to wash the dishes, clean her room, wash clothes, and even feed the chickens without being told. She plans to be a gemologist, a marine biologist, or maybe an engineer in a few years. That engineer part will be a little tricky since she says that whenever she takes things apart, she doesn't always get them back together correctly. But she'll be easy to recognize. She's the one with that awesome green hair. We celebrate you, Lillian. We wish you the best in all of your future endeavors. Your Stow family loves you, and we are so proud to shine the spotlight on you tonight. Will the family and school supporters of Lillian please stand and congratulate her? Emily Lopez Salinas, 5th grade, Walnut Creek Elementary, class of 2025. When a student has the ability to hold a meaningful academic conversation while dancing or even doing cartwheels, we know we have something special. Emily is that student. She knows when to display the maturity needed to be successful, but also knows when to drop the act and just be a kid. Plenty of students have good grades, as does Emily, but grades alone are not the mark of an outstanding student. Emily is outstanding for so many reasons. She is a wonderful big sister to a very active little brother. She's a patient friend to her classmates and to her teacher. She is a dancer, a singer, an artist, and a poet. Emily, in essence, is a young lady whose many outstanding characteristics and talents make us proud to be teachers of Walnut Creek Wildcats. Will the family and school supporters of Emily please stand to congratulate her? Ms. Kushner and members of the board, this concludes this edition of our Spotlight on Student Awards.
Thank you, Ms. Reardon. And students, if I can just get your attention to thank you for the work that you're doing in our schools. I've heard a lot of we all have heard these great stories about you, that you're active students, caring. I heard resilience a great deal, self-discipline, acts of kindness. You're the type of students that are leaders when you go back to your classrooms, mainly because you're looking outside yourself and working hard to help all of the students in your school succeed. And we value that in each and every one of you, and we want you to continue till you get across that stage after you graduate high school, because we're very proud of you as products of Wake County, and I want to congratulate you and thank you for letting us honor you tonight. So if everyone in the audience please rise and give these students one more round of applause. Again, y'all were the fun audience. I think you win the prize for the year. But if you, this will conclude this portion of Student Spotlight on Students. So if you could, you can linger a bit, take some pictures, but we're going to have a small recess so that families can gather and get your student. But also, if you could please exit the boardroom from that direction. My right, your left, or my left, your right, whichever one it is. That away. We'll get ready for the next group of students. So thank you so much again this evening, and we're now in recess. serious crowd. So we have established a quorum, and we will now go back into session. I wanted to thank first Strawbridge Studios for providing our photography this evening, and I'll go ahead and introduce Crystal Riordan, who will lead us in our Spotlight on Students.
Thank you, Vice Chair Kushner, members of the board, and Dr. Merrill. I am so pleased this evening to present to you the shining examples of our Pierce Spotlight on Student Award. I'll call each student's name. They'll come forward and receive their recognition. I'll read a really great paragraph about each one of them, and then I'll ask the family and school supporters to stand. If you'll hold your applause until the point that I ask family and school supporters to stand, and then we'll recognize each student individually. There are also a few families here tonight who will have the service of an interpreter. At the end, I'll ask the interpreter to come forward and read, and I'll notify you whenever the interpreter is going to come forward, and we'll hold the applause until after the interpreter is read. All right? No more delay, because these students are amazing. Jeffrey Hernandez Valadares, 5th grade, Combs Elementary, class of 2025. And let me just stop a minute and introduce Ms. Angela Mills. Angela is our interpreter, and Ms. Mills will be coming forward after I read Jeffrey's information. When you think of Jeffrey, the word dedication comes to mind. He excels academically. He's the captain of the safety patrol. He executes leadership day speeches to a crowd of up to 170 adults with style and confidence. Jeffrey has the style and confidence. I don't know about the adults. Jeffrey is a key member of the Gator Handlers basketball team, and he is a friend to everyone. His teacher says that Jeffrey is a joy to have in class. He consistently and enthusiastically participates in whole group lessons, lends a helping hand whenever he can, and puts a smile on the faces of those around him. As an English learner, Jeffrey has shown drive, determination, and grit to become a truly beautiful and detail-oriented writer. His Gator Handler coach says that Jeffrey has drastically improved over the past 2 years because of his dedication to practicing his reps daily at home. What a way to begin with the end in mind. Jeffrey embodies all of the characteristics of a leader in every sense of the word. Ms. Mills, if you'll come forward.
Jeffrey Hernández Valladares, 5º grado, clase del 2025, Escuela Primaria Combs. Cuando pensamos en Jeffrey Hernández Valladares, me viene a la mente la palabra dedicación. Él sobresale académicamente, es el capitán de la patrulla de seguridad, ejecuta discursos del Día de Liderazgo para un público de hasta 170 adultos con estilo y confianza. Jeffrey es un miembro clave del equipo de baloncesto de Gator Handler y es amigo de todos. Su maestra dice que es un placer tener a Jeffrey en clase. Participa de manera constante y entusiasta en lecciones con todo el grupo. Presta su ayuda cuando puede y pone una sonrisa en los rostros de quienes lo rodean. Como estudiante de inglés, Jeffrey ha demostrado esfuerzo, tenacidad y determinación para convertirse en un gran escritor y orientado a los detalles. Su entrenador del equipo Gator Handler dice que Jeffrey ha mejorado tremendamente en los últimos 2 años debido a su dedicación practicando sus repeticiones diariamente en casa. ¡Qué manera de empezar con el fin en mente! Jeffrey Hernández Valladares personifica todas las características de un líder en todos los sentidos de la palabra. Felicidades, Jeffrey.
Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate Jeffrey? Jordan Moore, 5th grade, Lynn Road Elementary, class of 2025. Jordan has been described by her teachers as an amazing individual and the hardest working student. No matter the challenge, she's always determined to try her best and not give up until she succeeds, all while maintaining a very positive attitude. Over the past several years, Jordan has persevered through many challenges to be the successful student and proficient reader that she is today. She truly exemplifies the motto that hard work pays off. Not only is she a diligent, ambitious student, she is gracious, good-hearted individual. She is a friend to everyone she meets and is always willing to lend a helping hand. This year, she has volunteered to help escort kindergarten students every afternoon safely to their bus. She is an outstanding student all around and has been a great addition not only to her 5th grade class, but to Lynn Road Elementary as a whole. Her genuine kindness and contagious smile will truly be missed next year. Will the family and school supporters of Jordan please stand to congratulate her? Hillary Escobar Sanchez, 4th grade, Penny Road Elementary, class of 2026, and Ms. Mills will be joining me for this presentation as well. The 4th grade team unanimously agrees that Hillary is very deserving of this recognition. Since coming to Penny Road, she has shown tremendous growth, all while displaying a positive attitude and a hard work ethic. She has made tremendous growth in reading and math. She comes to school prepared to learn each day. She's kind to her peers, and she is a role model for others on what it means to persevere even through difficult situations. We love her and believe that she represents a top-notch student at Penny Road. Ms. Mills?
Hillary Escobar Sánchez, 4º grado, clase del 2026, escuela primaria Penny Road. El equipo de maestros del 4º grado está de acuerdo en forma unánime en que Hillary merece este reconocimiento. Desde que llegó a la escuela Penny Road, Hillary ha demostrado un gran crecimiento al tiempo que muestra una actitud positiva y ética de trabajo duro. Ella ha demostrado un gran desarrollo en la lectura y en las matemáticas. Hillary viene a la escuela todos los días preparada para aprender. Es amable con sus compañeros y es un ejemplo para otros en lo que significa perseverar, incluso en situaciones difíciles. Nosotros la queremos y consideramos que Hillary representa a una estudiante de primer nivel en Penny Road. Felicidades, Hillary.
Will the family and school supporters of Hillary please stand and congratulate her? Jasmine Alvarez Soto, 4th grade, Reedy Creek Elementary, class of 2026. And again, Ms. Mills will join me for this presentation. Jasmine is a dedicated and hardworking student. She truly cares about her education and enhancing her academic skills. She consistently puts forth effort into all of her work and perseveres through challenging tasks. She attends Reedy Creek's after-school tutoring program faithfully, using that bonus academic time to focus her attention on strengthening reading and math. It has been a joy to watch Jasmine each year increasingly become a student who highly respects others and her education. Her leadership skills stand out amongst her peers. For example, when she lent a guiding hand to a student who just joined her class from another country. With Jasmine's hard work and respectful attitude, we know that she will reach any goal that she sets for herself. Ms. Mills?
Jasmine Álvarez Soto, 4º grado, clase del 2026, escuela primaria Reedy Creek. Jasmine es una estudiante dedicada y trabajadora. Ella realmente se preocupa por su educación y por mejorar sus habilidades académicas. Jasmine consistentemente pone esfuerzo en todo su trabajo y persevera a través de tareas desafiantes. Asistió fielmente al programa de tutoría después de la escuela de Reedy Creek, utilizando ese tiempo académico extra para centrar su atención en fortalecer sus conocimientos de lectura y de matemáticas. Ha sido un placer ver a Jasmine cada año convertirse cada vez más en una estudiante que respeta mucho a los demás y su educación. Sus habilidades de liderazgo se destacan entre sus compañeros. Por ejemplo, cuando prestó una mano guía a un estudiante de otro condado que se unió a su clase. Con la actitud respetuosa y trabajadora de Jasmine, sabemos que alcanzará cualquier meta que se proponga. Felicidades, Jasmine.
Will the family and school supporters of Jasmine please stand and congratulate her? Kaylin Williams, 5th grade, Washington Elementary, class of 2025. Washington GT Magnet Elementary Spotlight student is Kaylin Williams. Currently in the 5th grade and on Ms. Devoto and Mr. Shaw's team, Kaylin came to Washington as a 3rd grade student. Immediately, his teachers observed that he was thoughtful, inquisitive, kind, and a helpful learner. He was always engaged in classroom lessons and activities. He consistently demonstrated his knowledge of standards and concepts while taking initiative to go above and beyond to help a nearby peer anytime it was needed. Now, nearly 2.5 years later, Kaylin has really stepped up his game for school success. He continues to grow academically, to go above and beyond by advocating for what is just and right for both himself and others, and demonstrates leadership by modeling strong character on Washington's team elite. He is a positive peer and works well with diverse groups of classmates who respect him for his knowledge, his ideas, experiences, and opinions. Additionally, he is well-mannered, polite, compassionate, confident, and carries himself with a strong sense of purpose. Kaylin is truly an ambassador for Washington. We are so proud of his school accomplishments and can't wait to see the impact that he will make in this world as a citizen in his college and career choices and beyond. Will the family and school supporters of Kaylin please stand to congratulate him? Julia Amber Jenkins, 5th grade, Wildwood Forest Elementary, class of 2025. Julia has truly gone above and beyond in every aspect of 5th grade this year. She is a president of our student council and a member of Safety Patrol, the recycling club, media helpers, and the yearbook committee. She sometimes volunteers her recess time to read to her sister's kindergarten class, is always willing to help and include others, and she is considerate of the opinions and perspective of others. She's always brainstorming creative ways for our student council to implement new service projects to better our school as well as the local community. Wildwood Forest is so proud to have Julia as part of our school community, and we know that she will go on to accomplish great things. Will the family and school supporters of Julia please stand to congratulate her? Oscar Shakavalis, 5th grade, Wiley Elementary, class of 2025. You are about to meet a future architect. Oscar sets goals for himself and works hard to integrate the character traits in reaching for his dream. His perseverance, use of a variety of resources, his eagerness to learn, and ability to express his ideas to both peers and adults will provide for his success in reaching any dream he sets. If you ask him what makes him special, he'll respond about how important his family is and the diversity within its makeup. The love and support provided by his family have already set the standard for Oscar's path. The Wiley way, which is to respect yourself, respect others, and respect property, is not only followed by Oscar, but is taught by his example. His acceptance of diversity, understanding of social groups, and contributions to the school community provide him many opportunities to be a role model among his peers and to develop his citizenship skills. Oscar will tell you that he enjoys all academics and works hard to study and get better grades. He consistently demonstrates both leadership and good sportsmanship. He learns from his experiences and is a deserving student to represent Wiley International Studies Elementary School as his spotlight student, while he builds the foundations for a global world and his place in that world. Will the family and school supporters of Oscar please stand to congratulate him? Francisco Serpas Guerrera, 4th grade, Yates Mill Elementary, class of 2026. Ms. Mills will be assisting me in this award. Francisco embodies the characteristics of an active learner and strong leader in the total school environment at Yates Mill. He is a kind and caring classmate who always strives to do his absolute best. Francisco is very curious about science and loves challenging tasks. He is a voracious reader and a responsible student. He often borrows books from his teachers and finishes them in one night. His passion for learning is evident in all that he does. In math, Francisco is always eager to volunteer as a student leader, and he shares his mathematical thinking with others. Ms. Mills?
Francisco Serpas Guerrero, 4º grado, clase del 2026, escuela primaria Yates Mill. Francisco personifica las características de un alumno activo y un líder fuerte en el entorno escolar total de la escuela Yates Mill. Es un compañero amable y considerado que siempre se esfuerza por dar su mejor esfuerzo. Francisco tiene mucha curiosidad sobre las ciencias y adora las tareas desafiantes. Él es un lector ávido y un estudiante responsable. Francisco a menudo toma prestados libros de su maestro y los termina en una noche. Su pasión por aprender es evidente en todo lo que hace. En matemáticas, Francisco siempre está dispuesto a ofrecerse como líder estudiantil y compartir su razonamiento matemáticos con los demás. Felicitaciones, Francisco.
Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate Francisco? Emily Rodriguez Rivera, 5th grade, Zebulon Elementary, class of 2025. And again, Ms. Mills will join me in this presentation. Emily is an awesome student with a never-give-up attitude. Emily came from Honduras to Zebulon Elementary last November. Since that time, she has shown so much determination in her education. She has a natural drive to learn and to do her very best. In her short time in the United States, she has been able to learn to speak, read, and write English. She always works hard and is a positive role model among other students. In addition to working hard academically, she is athletic and a very good sport. It is with great honor that we recognize Emily as the Zebulon Elementary School's Spotlight Student. Ms. Mills?
Emily Rodríguez Rivera, 5º grado, clase del 2025, Escuela Primaria Zebulon. Emily es una estudiante maravillosa con una actitud de nunca te rindas. Emily vino de Honduras a la Escuela Primaria Zebulon en noviembre del año pasado. Desde ese momento, ella ha demostrado una gran tenacidad en su educación. Tiene un impulso natural para aprender y hace lo mejor que puede. En su corto tiempo en los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica, ha podido aprender a hablar, leer y escribir en inglés. Ella siempre trabaja duro y es un modelo positivo entre los estudiantes. Además de trabajar duro académicamente, ella es atlética y tiene un buen espíritu deportivo. Es con gran honor que representamos a Emily Rodríguez Rivera como la estudiante luminaria de la Escuela Primaria Zebulon. Felicidades, Emily.
Will the family and school supporters of Emily please stand and congratulate her? Edward Russell Thompson, 7th grade, Durant Road Middle School, class of 2023. Durant Road Middle is honored to recognize Edward as our spotlight student. He is one of those kids who energizes a classroom. His teachers appreciate his kind heart, his willingness to work, and his diligence. He's overcome every obstacle thrown in his path since he began his battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma last year. The greatest thing about Edward is that we have never seen anything but a smile on his face and a full heart for his friends at school. He is an inspiring student who teaches us all the value of hope and a positive outlook. And we all have our fingers crossed for Edward. Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate him? Justice Gibson, 8th grade, East Cary Middle School, class of 2022. We are pleased to have Justice as our honoree for East Cary Middle School Spotlight Student. Justice is a well sought after student for various events. He's been selected to serve on the Principal's Advisory Council and the School Counselor's Advisory Council. He's a member of Student Ambassadors, Fellowship for Christian Athletes, and the STEP team. Justice plays drums in the school band as well as in his church. He serves as president of a community-based service organization entitled Kindness for Kids. He goes out of his way to be kind and courteous to everyone he meets. In every way, he exemplifies what it means to be a caring and thoughtful student of excellence at East Cary Middle. Will the family and school supporters of Justice please stand to congratulate him? Isaac Darden Ragland, 8th grade, East Wake Middle School, class of 2022. Isaac is the epitome of perseverance. He works hard every single day in the classic, quiet Isaac way. Last school year, he proved himself and his teachers that he was ready to take on the Common Core curriculum. Through the struggles and ultimately the successes, Isaac's confidence has skyrocketed, and he has bloomed into an extraordinary student. Through extra effort and hard work, Isaac has managed to appear on the honor roll and make great strides in all subjects while gaining the respect and admiration of his peers. His teachers describe him as polite, hardworking, responsible, and dedicated. Each day he comes to school with a smile on his face, ready to learn. With his determination, the sky is the limit, and Isaac is definitely our spotlight at East Wake Middle. Will the family and school supporters of Isaac please stand to congratulate him? Dana Gonzalez Toledo, 12th grade, East Wake High School, class of 2018. It takes only one introduction to begin to grasp how exceptional Dana is. Her current course load is challenging, and she maintains a high cumulative GPA. Yet her most impressive attributes begin when the school day ends. An illness in her extended family, unfortunately, requires Dana's mom to spend long stretches of time away from home. Dana, without any hesitation or self-pity, takes on the role of head of household far more often than the average teenager. She takes her role seriously by picking up extra shifts at her job, making sure the house and the laundry are clean. She even attends teacher conferences for her younger brother. When that role at home ends, then Dana once again transforms into her model student role. She completes homework, studies for AP Chem tests, and hopefully gets to sleep by 2 a.m. The next morning, Dana is up early making breakfast for her brother so they can get to school on time and be successful all over again. Will the family and school supporters of Dana please stand to congratulate her? Rosemary Harlow, 11th grade, Panther Creek High School, class of 2019. Panther Creek High School is honored to present Rosemary as our 2017 Spotlight student. Rosemary is bilingual, a member of our women's soccer team, and a member of our Catamounts lead. Rosemary also maintains a job at a local restaurant. She's energetic, determined to succeed, and leads her classmates through tasks to accomplish daily goals. Rosemary and her family have risen above educational, environmental, and financial obstacles. Her family moved to the United States from Japan following the devastating 2011 earthquake. She was challenged to earn the English language and perform in school while her family struggled to find employment. Rosemary's family now owns a business that teaches the English language to native speakers, therefore requiring extensive travel. But she has pushed through all of this to become a highly successful student athlete. She represents the passion, purpose, and pride that is Panther Creek High School. Will the family and school supporters of Rosemary please stand to congratulate her? Jacob Loneman, 12th grade, Rollsville High School, class of 2018. Personal achievement for any student is both relative and unique to his or her individual strengths and opportunities for growth. Jacob's growth has been nothing short of extraordinary. He not only navigates the social environment well, but he also brings great joy to everyone he meets, and I can attest to that. He has so much love and pride for his school and love and compassion for everyone he meets. Many of his school friends would likely say he's the funniest guy on campus. In the time he has worked with Ms. Gamzee at Rollsville High School, Jacob has blossomed academically, physically, and socially. Jacob's outlook and perception on life is one that we should all take notes from. He defines kindness and courage. His story is a testament to the power of the human spirit, both his and those who have supported his journey. Jacob, it is with great pride that the staff of Rollsville High School honors you tonight with the spotlight. Will the family and school supporters of Jacob please stand to congratulate him? Good job, Jacob. Kiana Hughes, 12th grade, Wake STEM Early College High School, class of 2018. Seldom in an educator's career do they stumble upon a student who wields such natural abilities as does this phenomenal young lady. With a passion for advocacy of disenfranchised youth and minorities, Kiana is unafraid to seek truth and advocate for any person in need. She is filled with passion for serving as a mentor for young adolescents, particularly young women, and has mentored young people at Centennial Campus Magnet Middle School. Not only is she a person who sees the beauty in all people from various walks of life, she also believes that fashion is a canvas for free expression. As a self-taught seamstress, she is making her dream of becoming a fashion designer a reality by engaging in several local fashion shows and creating her own online business as a young designer. Similarly, she is a dynamic public speaker who has been collaborating with the Friday Institute at North Carolina State University to be a pioneer for our partnership between Wake STEM, the Friday Institute, and our partner school in China. And it's hard to be that amazing, Kiana. But we congratulate you. Will the family and school supporters who love this young lady please stand to congratulate her? Mael Malumba Chianga, 7th grade, Wake Young Men's Leadership Academy, class of 2023. The faculty and staff at Wake Young Men's Leadership Academy are proud to honor Mael as our spotlight student. He truly models the way at Wake Young Men's Leadership Academy as he demonstrates enthusiasm for learning, respect for himself and his peers, and an encouraging positive attitude in the classroom and in the hallways. Mael has set this inspiring example for the past year and a half at Wake Young Men's, all while coping with the untimely passing of his mother early last school year. Mael's example of overcoming heartache and difficulty to become success is a true testament and example for our Phoenix family at Wake Young Men's Leadership Academy. Will the family and school supporters who love this young man please stand to congratulate him? Cecilia Lorraine Dawson, 8th grade, Wake Young Women's Leadership Academy, class of 2022. Through her strength, maturity, kindness, and intelligence, Cecilia epitomizes a Wake Young Women's Leadership Academy owl, an astounding woman leader. Cecilia joined Wake Young Women's Leadership Academy as a 7th grade student last year, and she has not skipped a beat since she stepped onto our campus. This is particularly remarkable as Cecilia underwent 2 surgeries last February to remove a tumor that doctors found behind her ear and to reconstruct damage to her face that was caused by this tumor. Cecilia missed nearly a month of school, but she did not let surgeries nor her absences put a damper on her infectious spirit, her energy, or her drive. She returned to school happy, healthy, and tumor-free. Cecilia earned straight A's on her final report card, and our middle school staff honored her with our Ready to Learn award, which is one of the highest honors that a student can receive at Wake Young Women's. Cecilia's teachers describe her as resilient, inquisitive, bright, and kind-hearted, and they note that she consistently models the way for her classmates by never hesitating to help a peer, whether it is through academic tutoring or serving as a quiet source of support to a friend in need. Outside of academics, Cecilia participates in Wake Young Women's drama troupe, and she is an active member of her church and her youth group. Cecilia wants to study to be an astrophysicist, and we have no doubt that she will reach this goal through her incredible work ethic, her bright spirit, and her endless determination. Congratulations, Cecilia. Will the family and school supporters please stand to congratulate her? Ms. Kushner, members of the board, this concludes this edition of our Spotlight on Students Recognition to amazing and very handsome young people.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Reardon. And to the students, thank you for letting us honor you tonight and celebrate you. You're honoring us with the great hard work that you're doing in your schools. You are a leader in your schools, and we are so pleased to be able to celebrate the hard work you have done. We heard words like leadership, perseverance, perseverance, courage, kindness, creativity, future architects, which I know Wiley needs, as well as future astrophysicists, fashion designers. You guys are going to change the world, and we are honored to be able to celebrate you tonight. And before we let you go, I am going to recognize Kathy Moore, our Deputy Superintendent for Academic Advancement.
Good evening. I have one additional recognition that I'd like to squeeze into this evening before we leave. And Crystal, you can just come on back. So I'd like to recognize Crystal Reardon, who is our Director of Counseling and Student Services. And I'm going to read a few words from her peers and other folks who work with her. Crystal Reardon is one of the most dedicated, passionate, and knowledgeable WCPSS employees that I have ever worked with. Her work ethic and problem-solving ability across a wide range of topics are unmatched. When the situation calls for it, she has an uncanny ability to make quick yet critically important decisions, or very often to help others make decisions, with sometimes limited information. Almost without exception, those decisions end up being the right ones. She is accessible 24/7 to principals, counselors, district staff, parents, and community members. I cannot imagine that there's another WCPSS employee that fields as many direct calls for assistance from schools in a single day. And she always responds quickly and always in a helpful and supportive manner. Simply put, Crystal Reardon is an incredible asset to WCPSS and our greater community. She performs her job with expertise, grounded in experience. More importantly, she performs her job with passion and concern for students. Crystal always stands ready to help anyone who has a question or concern. She never turns folks away, no matter how busy she might be. She never shows frustration at any interruption in order to support her team at all times. People who work with her are fortunate to call her a friend. It's because Crystal always puts people first and makes everyone feel important, valued, and a part of the team. These characteristics, grounded with her intelligence, are reasons that she is an outstanding employee. We need a dreamer who also has a backbone to say what is needed and can soften that approach with humor. She serves in a role as Director of School Counseling, as a tireless advocate for counselors and school counseling programs. She truly wants what is best for the students of WCPSS, and her words and actions are evident of a student-centered mindset. She is instrumental in leading and organizing multiple student recognitions, including WCPSS Spotlight on Students, the Capital City Sertoma Annual Academic Achievers, and the Triangle Tribune Top Seniors Program. So please join me in awarding the WCPSS Employee Excellence Award to Crystal Reardon. Thank you, Ms. Kushner.
Thank you, Ms. Moore, and congratulations, Ms. Reardon.
You know, when I'm reading all these amazing things about students, I always ask them, are all of these things really true? Is there anything I should take out? This just sounds too good. I'm pretty sure there were some things in there that could be crossed out, but I do truly appreciate the recognition, and I just want to take a minute to say that this really is the spotlight on students. It's not the spotlight on staff, and I would like to redirect back to the idea that the whole reason that any of us do what we do is because of this amazing group of young people that represent 160,000 young people in our district. And so I do want to say that anything that we receive in terms of an award is just all because we love the kids that we do it for. So thank you.
I say amen to that, and I ask all of you to please rise and give these young people another round of applause. Thank you for celebrating with us this evening, and with that, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
A second. If there's a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye. Aye, and we adjourn to celebrate these students. Have a great day tomorrow. Congratulations.